What is good, everybody, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Now, full disclosure, I know the title of this video says 5 things I hate about this car. By no means do I hate this car whatsoever. I absolutely love it. But I just wanted to go over 5 things that I kind of nitpick a little bit about the car, because no car is perfect after all. So let's go ahead, go out for a drive, and I'm going to go over 5 things that I dislike about my Shelby GT500. So, number 1 on this list, and what I find to be the least annoying thing about the entire car, is the clutch. Now, when I let go of the clutch, you have to really let up the floor almost all the way before it starts to grab. But because I've gotten used to driving this car so much, I don't really, it doesn't really bother me too much anymore. But when I first started driving this car, when I bought it, I was kind of annoyed that I had to let so far up off the floor with the clutch to engage. But now that I'm used to driving this car a lot more, it doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to now. But that's number 1 on this list, is just where the clutch grabs. It's past halfway on the car, and I'm used to clutches that grab a little bit closer to halfway rather than, like 3/4 or 80% or something like that or whatever. So for number 2 on this list, I have to go with the stock shifter. This thing is very notchy. Hopefully the GoPro can pick this up here as far down as I can tilt it, but it's not the smoothest shifter out there right now, so it's very notchy, especially when you're sitting here in neutral and trying to put it into first. I'm pushing now I'm not giving much effort here, but we're still not in first gear yet, and then I need to give it that initial push to get it into gear, and the rest of the gears are a little bit smoother, but especially when you're in neutral and going into that first gear, it does get notchy from time to time. I actually have a very good example video that I recorded to show you what putting this car into gear looks like. I have basically one of those broom handle holder things in my kitchen closet, and I actually took a short video I want to show you now. And that's basically what it's like to put this car into gear for sometimes, and while shifting. It's just, you really hit a notch, and you have to give that extra effort to put it into gear when you're coming out of neutral. So we just pulled up to the gas station. What a surprise, I need gas in a car like this, but that's actually bringing up number 3 on this list. Okay, now, you saw it took a little over 10 gallons to fill up, and I was about 1/4 of a tank. So number 3 on this list has got to be the fuel range on this car, okay? Now, listen, it's a V8, you buy what you get. I already know this car's not going to get good gas mileage, but you would think that Ford would have put a little bit bigger gas tank in this car. I just filled the car up, and we have 140 miles till empty on a full tank. I mean, you would think you could put a little bit bigger in a gas tank. You saw I put a little over 10 gallons in the car, and when the pump clicked, and for a car, that you want to drive a lot, you're gonna be spending a lot of time at the pump. Full tank, 140 miles till empty is crazy. Not even 150 miles, But that's number 3 on the list, is just the small fuel tank that's on this car. Number 4 on this list, I'm gonna have to go with the gears that are in this car. It's great for when you're just daily driving, because you're only riding around in 3rd gear. Most of the time you're not spending a lot of time shifting, but these gears are so obnoxiously long that whenever I want to row through the gears, I can't. This car was literally built for like the highway, and that's it. 2nd gear, you break the tires loose because it doesn't hook up. 3rd gear, you might hook, but you're hitting triple digits at the top of, well into triple digits at the top of 3rd. It's just insanely long gears. It's great for putting the power down, And it's great for if you want to daily this car or drive it around town a lot because you're not shifting that much. But for example, I'm in third gear right now. And I'm reeling up a car that's in front of me pretty quickly here. And won't tell you how fast that was, but we hit triple digits just like that. And that wasn't even all the way wound out. You know, I was about 5,000, we still had another 2,000 to go. So it is very, very difficult to find places to use the car, use the power that this car is capable of, and you know, start pushing it towards the limit. That's one of the things I like better about my Mustang GT. So the GT500 has 331, and my GT, that had 373s. So it had less power, but you know, I could row through 3, 4, and you know, a little bit of 5 to enjoy the car for like, you know, the back roads. And you know, I didn't need a lot of room to get on the car because I could row through a couple gears because the gears are shorter. This, you really have to pick and choose where you're going to get on the car, because if you want to, you know, if you want to wind it out at all, you're going to be going fast. You really get up to speed quickly with the extra power and the longer gears. Do have enough room to get on it though, it is fun. Never ceases to put a smile on my face. Okay, and then coming in at number 5, we have the brakes for these cars. The Brembos, they do a great job at stopping the car, don't get me wrong, but the amount of brake dust that this car produces is atrocious. This car was clean yesterday, and as we took the car out today, just running around doing some errands, it's been raining off and on. Just from the hour or so I've been out driving around on a clean car, this is what we're looking at here. You know, just a little, I mean, literally just from an hour of driving, these wheels are completely dusted again from all that brake dust. This is just crazy. So I'll definitely have to look into getting these wheels ceramic coat or something to keep that brake dust off, or find some better brake pads that aren't going to produce all that brake dust, because you know, why even bother cleaning the wheels? It's such a waste of time, and they're just going to get dirty again that quickly. Okay, well, that's going to conclude the wrap up for this video. 5 things I dislike about this car. Just, you know, nothing too crazy, just little nitpicks here and there that catch my attention. But let me know what you guys think overall. Drop some comments down below, and check out the previous upload. We did a cool little light modification with the tail light sequencer in the back, so I think you guys will find that pretty cool. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed today, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.